Culture Break is a wellbeing and inclusion organisation where we focus on improving the health and physical outcomes for young people. And what's been successful in terms of Culture Break's message is giving young people, I guess, an outlet to express themselves, a place to belong, and also a sense of identity through that expression. So it's, at times I describe Culture Break not as an organisation but a movement, as it's about as an idea. And the concept, you don't become somebody, you are somebody. So the foundation mantra that anyone who comes to Culture Break or connects to the organisation, it's not about what you do. What's more important is who you are, and you are accepted. And because you're accepted, now express yourself. So in a nutshell, I would actually personally describe Culture Break is a movement and an idea that enables people to gain the confidence to express themselves and be the best version of themselves. The need and the motivation, I think it's very attached to my own personal story, and that's, as I founded Culture Break back in 2002, I at that point reflected my own earlier life and the challenges that I faced. I was very reserved. I lacked confidence, dealing with dealing with the challenges of trying to fit into society, and feeling I was a nobody and I was invisible. And I fast forward that to the experience. What changed my personal experience was finding something that, I was able to express myself, as I said earlier, feel included, and became this way. It gave me this sense of identity. And so fast forward, I thought, well, if that's going to happen for me, this surely can happen for a lot of young people facing the same challenges. It may not be, for me, the creative outlet was music and dance. For other people, it could be something else. And so when I look at the young people that we've sort of connect with, and the ones that I see a lot of young people today lack resilience, lack confidence. Those who may think that they can do something lack that confidence to say that they can and go out and do something. And so what the purpose of Culture Break is really, is given that environment, and create that kind of a hothouse environment where since things that weren't seemingly possible become possible. In terms of the business model, in terms of, people ask us, well, how do you pay? How do you survive? We have a fee-for-service model, so that our programs are subsidised programs that we charge usually up to about 50% or a third of what it would normally charge commercially. And the reason for that is that we have a sort of a philosophy of inclusion, and we realise that if we were to make ourselves charging commercial dollars, we'd exclude potentially kids from socioeconomic backgrounds that are unable to, various reasons, unable to afford to pay. So the model is based on a subsidised model and a fee for service. So people will come and do a dance class or music program and pay. There are some programs that we do that are free, and that so the fee for service programs subsidise, like a social enterprise model, or subsidise programs like Man Up and Lace First, which is our mentoring program where kids don't pay. The ultimate thing I wanted to do is I just want to do a good thing in the community, but that it's also balanced on how you fund and revenue and sort of thing. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that anyone who is in a not-for-profit space or has an idea wants to do something social good, is that they usually find, okay, if you're not-for-profit, you're on this means you don't make money, and then you're for-profit means you make all the money and you're making bad decisions because you're not helping the community. That's the kind of the basic stereotype. But what I've learned, and more recently and more so strongly, is that it's okay for non-for-profits to make revenue because it allows them to do more good. And so you need to have, as a not-for-profit, think about your business model and how you run it like a business, even though you might be a charity, run it like a business. And once I came to that realization, that really helped me overcome the challenges that we've had really faced over the last decade. Because prior to that, I was just focused on just doing good and just get enough to get by. But then the challenges are going, well, how do you grow? How do you sustain sustainability? And so we go, well, how do we now look at our profitable programs, profitable part of our business, how we turn that and multiply those elements to then allow us to do more social good. So, I get stories all the time, from kids that, super shy, just like me, I was, didn't think they had no hope, to now they're blossoming, they've got aspirations, their self-efficacy is built to a level that they can feel like they can go achieve the goals, and a lot of the goals and things that they're going to achieve are mostly outside dance. So most of them aren't dancing. A few of them are. I think of people like Matic, who've gone down the music road, who came from Culture Break and have gone that, and done that. But there are many more other stories, far more other stories where I've seen young people who struggled and were foster kids or anything like that. Now they become police officers. They've come to the confidence to Culture Break. Have kids that had struggling because they've got a disability. Highly functional autism. A social inclusion ambassador, James, got that story where he was struggled and couldn't fit into normal mainstream school. Culture Break helped him pass. Now he is our social inclusion ambassador. Last year we launched, we set up a company, Elevate Academy is a company, and we're looking to partner with an RTO like CIT and universities at the moment. We're working with them at the moment to create qualifications around dance, music and live production so that kids can get that as part of their Year 12 certificate and that sort of thing. So, and then the part of that is how do we then get jobs? We know that the valuable nature of soft skills, what they call enterprise skills, soft skills, transferable skills, all these things around communication, collaboration, problem solving, creative thinking, all these leadership, all these skills is where the economy and the world is fastly moving towards. And so how do we equip our young people with those skills? And the great thing about dance, music and live production, they're so rich in those collaborative, creativity, communication, problem solving. And we want what the next plan is for Culture Break is to equip young people in that space to say, those skills you've got that you thought was just dance, you can use that in this field, you can use those skills in this field. Those skills becomes your toolkit, your platform to launch into so many other areas. Next year, we're looking to open a branch of Culture Break in Victoria. And so to do that, I think networking with creating a network with the youth organisation that we're working with down there was really powerful the last 4 years, building that network because they're going to be doing that. Also with the last year I started to build a relationship with the local police down there, and we've been doing some collaborations with them and youth. If you're really passionate about it, you've got to have a long-term game about the whole thing. If you're not, just an idea, short-term thing, my advice is save yourself the stress and the heartache of not getting started in the first place on that specific thing. Probably the next thing is to give. I see sometimes a lot of young people say, "Oh, I'm not going to do it unless you pay me." That's going to be. I mean, when I first started, first 3 years, I didn't earn a cent. I did it, and people would ask me, "What are you doing?" You can pay. No, I'm not doing it. I'm building. I'm building my capability. I'm building my knowledge. I'm building my networks. I'm building the product or the service that I'm providing. That is incredibly valuable because then allows you to build momentum and scale up quickly. The next level for Culture Break is next 5 years is national presence, and we want part of the strategic vision of Culture Break is twofold. One is about that identity and social inclusion and well-being element. The second stage is about pathways to training training, higher education and employment. And I think that's the plan, is to be able to get that whole journey for Culture Break, for young people, for Culture Break, through Culture Break.